Eric Clapton's Tears in Heaven has to be one of the most devastating songs in music ever. Eric wrote it after the death of his 4-year-old son Connor and as part of the soundtrack of the movie Rush. I want to explore how something so simple and so quiet can hold so much. Those opening lyrics, whoa.
Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
It is just the most unimaginable situation, and what is so wild is how quiet and gentle his voice is. It feels like we often have to prove that emotion by being louder or more intense or more dramatic. A massive emotional performance would actually make it less devastating. I imagine he wrote it like this for himself, to give himself space to process, but it actually gives the listener a huge gift. It gives us the space to process our own grief within it.
I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
Even that he's like contemplating that.
Would you hold my hand
And these are images from the movie,
if I
obviously.
saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven.
That melody is so beautiful in its simplicity, and it shows us that simplicity can be so much more powerful sometimes than intensity. And what is beautiful about melody is that it can guide our emotion and help us feel it, but because it isn't big and intense, it lets us live in that feeling without overwhelming us. And I think the idea of music giving pain somewhere to go becomes even clearer when you look at the structure.
Through night and day, 'cause I know
So
I just can't stay here in heaven.
it's like weird mentally switching between the movie and life.
Time can bring you down, time can bend your knees. Time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging please.
I think one of the reasons that songwriting can be so meaningful in grief is that it can give something that's really formless a shape to live within. In music, you've got your verse, your chorus, your bridge. It's kind of a container for that emotion to live within, and that can make it feel less overwhelming.
Time can break your heart. Have you begging, please? Begging, beyond the door, there's peace, I'm sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven.
One of the beautiful things about this is that he has created a way for him to continuously remember if he wants to. And I've read a little bit about this song and about how he has gone through times where he hasn't been able to perform it and other times where he's performed it a lot. And that makes sense. There are times that you want to really live in a memory and sometimes that you need a little bit of space from it.
Tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would you be the
Lyrics gets me every.
if I saw you?
Would you know my name? Of course.
I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
I hope you're not crying as much as me, but if you like this, here are some previous analysis I did before. Maybe some of them will be a little cathartic.